one tribe. Together we vibe.
Good energy.
High vibrations.
And great conversations
is what we
provide.
This your boy Ballin' Boy Trey. This the Good Folk Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Tonight, we got my boy Tulane DC in this thing, man.
What's up, brother?
You feel me? And it's going down, man. We'll get y'all a great conversation, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. The Gunk, we in here. Tulane DC, man. Tell them who you is, where you from.
Hey, Montgomery, Alabama native, man. You know what I'm saying? I just appreciate y'all for inviting me to y'all show, you know what I'm saying?
For sure, man. You with the Good Folk tonight.
Welcome, man.
Yeah, man.
You know? So, we gonna start from the top, man. You know, Tulane NT. You know, that what, most of us remember you as with the group Tulane NT.
Sure.
You feel me? Just tell her how that got started, man, and about that rhyme.
Tulane NT really like my family, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me and two of my cousins and another one my homeboy. We've been rapping since like high school. And it started as a group in high school and it kind of just manifested into something bigger.
Yeah.
Like what inspired y'all name?
My hood, Tulane coat.
For sure.
So we were trying to goddamn still push something that was still, we're dealing with the neighborhood, but we just turned into a rap group.
Okay, man.
But the good thing about Tulane NT, it was like everybody had a different persona. Like it was 4 dudes, but everybody played their own role. It was like a team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So man, like how you start rapping? Like when did you like get into music as a whole?
This so crazy. When I was young, like 12, 13, my big brother them had like a little teenage rap group called Soldier Kids. And like they did this little performance in the projects on the back porch. He invited all his friends and shit, right? And they had like a little mic set up. So they was rapping and shit, and then everybody stopped on the mic. Then my brother was like, man, get up there and try to rap something. I'm like, man, I can't rap, man.
Yeah.
What you talking about? And he was like, man, just get up there. So I just get up there and just start saying anything. You know, I'm a child, so it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How you all doing that time?
I was 12, 13.
12, 13.
After that, I kind of like felt a little passion for it because like the little kids in the group was like, they were bouncing their head to it. This the first rhyme I ever spit.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shit, I might got something. I instantly went upstairs and just started beating on the wall and shit and just started just trying shit.
You remember your first rap?
My first rap was like, it was more like a poem. I was liking this little girl at school and shit and I wanted to impress her.
Yeah.
And I just started, like, I wrote like a little rap to her and wrote it and rapped it to her.
Yeah, she was fucking with it.
Yeah. She was like, oh, that's so sweet. And I was like, oh, I might got something,
Yeah.
So you better with freestyling, like just like going with the flow?
I can do both, you know what I'm saying? I came from freestyling because we used to do like this little, at the lunchroom at school, we used to like beat on the desk and rap and joke on each other and shit. So we used to like, when you joking on a person, you got to come off the top of the dome type shit. And then everybody used to be like, man, you can really like put some shit together, man. You need to stick with that. So after that, I just kind of like stuck with it.
Yeah. So like, man, Tulane NT had a good run, bro. Like,
I miss it, bro.
Y'all had a good run, man. What happened? Like, how the group ended?
See, the thing was like, when we was all 4, like, you know what I'm saying, with 4 of us, it was like me, I was more so the muscle.
Yeah.
15 was more so like the fly guy. Rubber and OG was the trap nigga. Then we had Rodney King, he's like the stunner, like he pulled you know what I'm saying, the stunt type. Yeah. So what happened was, as us, we stuck together as a group, like the whole neighborhood, everything was going fine, like flourishing.
Yeah.
And then, like as we got older, a lot of folks just want to step out on their own, like path and shit like that. So kind of like parts of the group started breaking up, but we were still like, we wasn't divided. We still was a team. It's still a team thing, but everybody ain't gonna see really eye to eye.
Yeah.
And some people outgrow each other faster than other people, so it's like
true.
So as they end up, Rubber and OG started doing his own thing. Rodney King started doing his own thing. So me and 15 was like, we just gonna stick together and keep this shit going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we just kept making music. But when we was making the music, we was linking up with like different groups and shit, like, you know what I'm saying, making shit happen. And before you know it, we ended up making one song. Well, we really made a couple songs. Back when MySpace was popping.
Yeah.
You gotta make the page, and you got a couple songs, you gotta click the song and shit, make your background. Yeah. So when MySpace was up, this is way before Facebook, people come on up, we had put like a couple songs on MySpace, and then a lot of folks in Montgomery was like, oh man, we like this shit, we fucking with it.
Yeah.
So back then, they had teenage clubs.
Yeah,
So
I remember because I hit all on.
Yes, sir.
So was out there.
Yes,
I
sir.
bet.
On my mama.
So as the teenage club was going on, you know, we already like deep in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So we going to the teenage club down there 30 deep for real, for real.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we started performing one song, and that one song started going up there. And you know, everybody like in the teenage crowd was fucking with it. So we just kept making music. Before you know it, Frank White was hitting us up. Hey man,
Out of here.
And it was on from there.
So when you first heard y'all song on the radio, man, like describe that feeling.
Man, it's a wonderful feeling. Like I was smiling from ear to ear, and what's so crazy, like it surprised me because I was riding in the car, and I'm thinking somebody like playing it on the, you know what I'm saying, on the radio
Yeah.
or something. But it was the actual radio, and then it was like, man, look, you on the radio. I'm in the backseat, like, you know, what I'm saying? I got the butterflies and shit,
Yeah.
trying to stay humble, but at the same time excited like a motherfucker, like
Yeah.
on Christmas, on, you know what I'm saying, when you a kid.
Hell yeah,
You
cause
remember
boy.
what year that was?
It was probably like 2011, 2012. We was still young, probably like 17, 18 years old.
Yeah.
So like y'all first time in the studio together, like you 15, you said Rubber Band.
Yeah, Rubber Band, OG,
Right.
and Rodney King.
Like, how was y'all first studio session?
It was like, see, back then, they ain't really had like an actual studio. We just knew somebody who had some recording
They can
equipment.
record.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he stayed and like, they ended up knocking half our projects down and created something called Two Lane Garden.
Right.
So while we come from high school, we had this dude come to us like, hey man, I know how to record music. You know, y'all need to come to my house. And we just started recording from there.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So like how did the relationship come about with DJ Frank White?
See, DJ Frank White, he just kind of like, he looked at our potential. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of influence in the city and we was young. So he felt like this could be a powerful move for Montgomery, Alabama. Then we was fly young niggas, like this back when Aeropostale and shit,
Yeah.
on Polo.
Yeah.
Y'all were the first one
So-
like trending that shit through the city.
So, you know, they were back when tight jeans and shit. Like, we already
Yeah.
wearing tight jeans and all this type shit. Like, niggas still wearing big, tall tees.
Yeah.
It wasn't no swag music in Montgomery. It was more so like the old school trap niggas and, you know what I'm saying? Shit like
'Cause
that.
y'all brought
going
that
on.
black boy, white boy swag.
Swag, yeah.
Basically,
That
you know what I'm
college shit.
saying?
Yeah.
And it was fun.
That shit was
Yeah.
going up though.
Yeah.
Nigga fuck with that shit.
Man, that
Take
shit was
us,
fun.
take us to the logged in studio session, man.
The
Like
loud-
when you heard it, like, did you know like this the one? Like how you felt?
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't think it was the one. You know what I'm saying? See, what it was it was other people on Logged In song before it became me and 15 song.
Okay.
See, it was Trina Coach Shawter was on the thing. Killer. It was like some more other artists was on it.
Yeah.
Jabu. And what happened was like, cause we was fucking with every side of town. It was all love in Montgomery with no beef shit. You know, we can go to any neighborhood and chill, kick
Right.
it. So when the song came out, that was more so what the song was for. It was for like, we just gonna put all the neighborhoods
So
in a
that's why y'all
song.
was showing out every side.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
And then, but the hook was so catchy because, you know, this when the internet just started popping. So they're like, I'm logged in. Hold up now.
Oh yeah.
I'm logging in to
in.
Facebook. I'm
Yeah.
logging into MySpace. You know what I'm
Logged
saying?
in.
So that would kind of like caught everybody's attention. So that little phrase right there started going up because they where we going in, they like, it's turned to a lingo.
Fact.
So imagine you going somewhere, you like, man, shit, you going to the party tonight? Shit, well, I'm
I'm
logged
logged
in.
in,
Well,
yeah.
well, you know, I just got this little shout out. Well, you know, I'm logged in
Logged
tonight.
in.
Well, I'm
Oh,
pulling
God.
up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they kind of like that catchphrase ended up popping. And once it popped, Frank White was like, you know what I'm saying? He came to, he was like, by me and 15, I already be in the original group. And we had other people on the songs. They just kind of made us like take some of the verses out the songs and
Fact.
shit and created just me and his verse. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
And that bitch ended up doing his thing. We ended up getting Rich Kids
That
on the
bitch went up.
remix.
The motherfucker went up.
Man, bro, I ain't know that it was more people on that song though.
Me either.
Like I just always thought it was you and 15 song.
Man, when we was young, bro, when we used to go to some of our studio sessions, bro,
Yeah.
it used to be all of us. Like Trina Code,
Yeah.
Shouted, DA, all of us was together.
Yeah. Shout out to them boys too, man.
What the name? KMG.
Yeah.
Everybody was together. You know what I'm saying? It was all love.
So y'all got Rich Kids on the remix. How did that collab come together?
It was more so Frank White. You know,
Frank White connected the dot.
Yeah. So he was plugged in with the DJ. I think his name was DJ Plug. No, DJ Pretty Boy Tank.
Oh yeah,
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 Pretty Boy
yeah,
Tank,
yeah, yeah,
for sure.
yeah, yeah,
And he ended
yeah.
up sending the song to DJ Pretty Boy Tank. And then DJ Pretty Boy Tank wanted us to come up there and meet him and shit. We ended up meeting like Rocco, 2 Chainz, all these type people.
Yeah.
met them. They heard the song and shit, and they said they was gonna do something with it. Like we wasn't even there to record the song with the Rich Kids.
Oh, for real? Y'all did that separate? Like different studio?
See, DJ Frank White did that on his own. And he ended up bringing it to us and like, oh, you got schooling and, you know, I forgot the other name, Caleb.
Yeah.
Yeah, he put Caleb on the song, and then when we heard him, then they ended up booking them for a show to come to Montgomery, and that's when we finally met them, when they came to Montgomery.
Oh, damn. So the record was already done before y'all even met them.
Man, what's so crazy, the song was going so hard, people was telling us they was performing our song at their shows.
Man, that motherfucker going crazy, though.
Bro.
Yeah. It was going crazy.
So that's a classic.
That was stupid.
Real shit.
That was stupid.
Hey, to this day though, he still remember. Like he remember,
Yeah.
us, like he was like, man, what your other partner? And I was like, man, you know what I'm saying? We ain't really been fuck with the music lately, but
So y'all still got a relationship? Like you in schooling?
yeah,
Y'all still talk?
You know exactly who we are. What's so crazy? I met I think Migo Bands.
Migo Band?
Yeah, that's one of the Migos' cousin. I think Quavo them big cousin.
Yeah.
I ended up meeting him, and he was like, bro, you buddy from the song, like what? And I was like, yeah, bro, you know too. He like, boy, that shit was rocking, like you know what I'm saying. So it was so many people who heard it that we ain't even knew.
Damn, it was a banger though.
Yeah.
Show
that.
Show
that.
I mean, don't judge me. But who is DJ Frank White?
DJ Frank White. Tell who DJ Frank
DJ
White.
Frank White was our radio DJ back in Montgomery, Alabama. Okay. He had 97.9 jams.
Okay.
Yeah, see, she ain't from the city. She from Florida, so she don't know like the DJs and like probably some of the local artists in Montgomery.
Yeah, he had like Montgomery on Slam back then. Like
Man, I'm talking about Smash. The rap scene was crazy.
He ended up becoming our manager. Yeah, he was our manager.
Okay.
So how the business was like with DJ Frank White? Cause you know DJ Frank White worked with it like damn near everybody out the city.
It was shady.
You feel me?
It was shady because you got to think about we was young. We 17, 18 years old.
Yeah.
So we don't know nothing about this music business. All we know about is how to make music.
Yeah.
So he came to us, and it was more so like he was gonna be our mentor, kind of like teach us the game. But I guess when he seen we ain't know enough of the game, it became a finesse game. Like, man, he's young, I can run it on him. You know what I'm saying? Our contract was fucked up. When we signed our contract, I think we had like only owned 40%. He owned 60%, and you got to think about it, it's me and 15, so that means I own 20, he owned 20, and Frank owned 60. You know what I'm saying? So you make that make sense. Out of $100, you getting 60, and I only get 20. He get 20, but we don't want to put in the work in.
That crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
So like just break that process down, like how y'all even got signed, like before, like with the contract and all that, like how that even went.
All right, it was okay. So when Law Dance started popping, you know, we had another dance song with me, DA, and 15 called Dance For Me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Dance For Me was already a club slammer.
Yeah, that was a banger too.
So in the roles, then when they had the roles up and shit, like they playing, we ain't even old enough to really even get in the club.
Yeah.
But they playing our music in the club.
Ninja going crazy.
So they used to have a college night called College Thursday at the Rose, and the college people were going crazy over the song. They every time they play us, they shaking all tower. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know, I ain't trying to get too expensive.
Yeah.
But it was going crazy, so people started requesting us to come perform at the club. And when they finally like snuck us in the club to perform the song, he was in there that night. And he was just like, oh, okay, shit, let me. You know what I'm saying? So we end up linking up. We met him. He brought us to the radio station. He telling us like, hey, you know, y'all can be stars. I just want to manage y'all, help y'all become, you know, get a bigger career to help put y'all on the platform. So once that came and that happened, it was just so, like I said, it just became a finesse game because he telling us like, oh man, he had a Benz back then. You know, ain't too many people riding a Benz. He letting us drive the Benz to school, and you can get the car, giving us a little money on the side and make us feel like we doing something. But the whole time, if he booking us for shows, he might charge him $1,500 to $2,000, but we ain't really getting shit because we performing for free. We just happy to be here. You know, we young.
Yeah, y'all just getting the spotlight, but y'all ain't even knowing the business side. Like he profiting everything.
Man, we ain't know until we did a show down in Huntsville with King South, and King South pulled us to the side, and King South was like, "Hey, man, you know he's supposed to be doing this and doing this and doing that and doing this, right?" We like, huh, for real? Shit, we just drive the car and, you know, he feed us sometimes. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even tripping, you know what I mean? So it became that thing. Then when King South kind of helped us to the game, that's when we started being like, oh, hold up.
Y'all started peeping what was going on.
Started peeping what's going on. We started talking and conversating then.
Yeah.
Now we coming to him aggressive. Hey, man, you need to be doing this and doing that.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck they get this?
You trying to figure out, I know this. Like, I had these young niggas blind for a minute.
Facts. So shout out to King South for that, man. Real one, man. Free South.
Yeah, Free South, man.
So, like, that's how y'all relationship. I know y'all don't have a relationship. Do y'all have a relationship?
I mean, he's still cool, people.
Yeah.
He's still straight because at the same time, we had to go through that in order to understand.
For sure,
So a lot of times, you can't look at your downfalls like it's something fucked up. You got to look at it like it's something good, too.
Oh, yeah.
It's a blessing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It was a learning experience.
So imagine if we would have had a bigger situation going on from Def Jam. Some of these folks want to give us hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars and shit, and we get played.
Oh, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a blessing to go through that. And then when he signed us, the contract was only for like until we got like 21 or something. So once he got the contract, it was like, it was good.
Yeah.
And he only owned us as a group. So that was the main reason why us for to go solo.
Oh, so it was just a 2-Line ENT thing.
That was it. Yeah. That's why he became 2-Line 15 and I became 2-Line DC.
Gotcha. Okay.
Smart.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So like, man, you work with a lot of Montgomery local artists.
With everybody.
Yeah.
Really, the whole city.
Everybody from Montgomery, they didn't touch base with me.
How was it working with Doe B in El Dorado when y'all made Dirty Dancing, man?
You know what's so crazy? Doe is like my real family. Like, he got a baby by my cousin. Like, he's
so
really my
blood.
family.
Yeah.
And see, when we was turning up in the teenage clubs, Doe B was already rapping too. They had co-block music, so as we was performing, they was performing too. You know what I mean? And then he was already inviting us to his neighborhood, like, man, pull up on us, you know what I'm saying? Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah.
And we pull up. And then 15 had a cousin from that side too.
Okay.
So they just made it more neutral. We used to actually go right over there and fuck with Doe, like go to his studio session. And then Fathead, recipe to Fathead. Fathead was like a big mentor to our game too because he was rapping back then. Fathead had to sit on Smash.
Yeah.
So when he first put us on Easter Bash, he put me and Doe B, like, 15, like all us together. And then we became like a coalition. That's how we actually met everybody for real. For
sure.
Yeah, Fat was one.
So like, man, just like describe you and Doe B relationship.
It was all love. It was all love. Doe always used to say, bro, if I make it, we all make it. That's why I hated that Doe died, because Doe had a real pure, genuine heart. And he really was finna do something different in the city.
Oh, yeah. That shit was in the making.
You know, ever since Doe died, like, real big artists ain't even really want to come back to Montgomery. It was like a black cloud over that motherfucker. Because Doe was the one. Like,
Yeah,
he was really that one.
He was chosen.
He was one of the first one.
And you were breaking the ice for the city, man. Like, you feel me? R.I.P. to Doe.
Yeah, man.
Shit, so.
But to go back to your question, though, 'cause I kind of got off subject. With me, Doe, and Rado made that music, it was there was when Rado was signing Empire. I think he was signing Def Jam. He already had a record deal. Yeah, he was already like, he already was status in the city. Like, this Mr. Zips of the Law. Like, Rado, his shit been spinning in the club. Yeah. So he was the first like Montgomery celebrity wise type dude who really was on business. Like, and we booked the studio session with we had the session with Bow. And he came down. And it was the first person I ever got around to actually see him on a phone call with record labels from New York and shit like that. Junior Boss in the session, all this. And when he got he dropped his hook in the verse. Then Doe got the hook in the verse, and me and 15 just chilling in the studio. Yeah. Like, we just chilling. He like, hey, man, DC, get on that mud, boy. I know you'll go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So 15 was like, man, that ain't really my style. Like, go, man, D, go in. And I just went in that bitch and went stupid.
Yeah, you went stupid. I ain't gonna lie.
That motherfucker was hard, though.
I still play that motherfucker.
Let me tell you a true story, right? You know what I'm saying? This is when I started really hitting the clubs. Because, after our name got big in the city, all the clubs you just let us in. They don't care about our age. We 18. They don't care. Let them in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, they played Dirty Dancing one night. And then, I was on the third verse. When my verse came on, I just seen the reaction of the club, and that was just like, whoa. Like, it blew my mind. Everybody was like, man, they hugging me, grabbing me, like they rapping my verse, word to word. So I was like, damn, man, it's something big, you know what I mean? Because I ain't never seen me outside of with 15.
15, yeah.
So by me actually doing my own thing and getting love, it kind of like woke me up for real.
It made you see, like, if I do this shit independent with just me,
I can still do it.
that light still there.
For sure, man. That was a blessing.
Hell yeah, man. That was some good time, bro. Just like
Great.
just talking about it just made me
Yeah.
just go back to the
Make
moment,
you
bro.
remember on it.
Man, I'm talking about bowling alley day,
Slam.
Arkansas Temple.
Slam.
Man, I'm talking
No.
about what? That was them days right there, man.
I had
On there.
so much fun, like my teenage years, and before I got grown, I actually had bills and all that type. Boy,
Yeah.
I loved it. Getting the club free,
Man,
and
what?
getting all so much love. You a little like a celebrity in the city and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I used to love it. Like I loved it. School
Man.
teachers and everything were like, "What we like, we love y'all. Y'all gonna make it."
Oh yeah, man, y'all had a run,
Yeah.
bro.
You know
I'm
what?
supposed to be,
Right.
though.
You know what? For the ball run though,
What that?
we got too cocky.
Yeah,
Like, see, we got what happened was, you know, in this music business, it's the first word, isn't it? About making music. We thought we were so good to a point, cause you know music kind of get old over time.
Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta keep
Yeah.
recording and stuff. But we was getting show money and stuff, so we kind of like stopped going to the studio. We having fun, just smoking weed and hanging
Yeah.
out, partying every day. But we young, so we kind of stopped getting focused on the music, and it kind of like derailed us. You know what I'm saying? It kind of
Yeah.
throwed us off track.
So like, what's the biggest payday y'all got for a show?
The biggest payday.
Yeah,
You know, back then, you know what I'm saying? This back in the day, so I think we got like 4,000, 3,000. We
Yeah.
think like that's a lot of money for real, but it really wasn't a lot of money.
yeah,
But we did like a car show in the country. I think it was like Greenville or something, Lowndes County. They
yeah.
had this car show with a bunch of cars, big stage up there performing. We was headlining. So we kind of went last. We let everybody else
Oh,
perform
okay.
and shit, you know what I'm saying? Then when we performed,
Went
Man.
crazy.
bro, it messed my head up because we had a girl with her hair was cut and she had logged in on the side of her head and had 290 on the other side. And we don't even know this lady. Like, she was
Yeah.
a big fan. I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah, man, that log in was a banger, bro.
It
And that
was.
lingo was flowing all through Alabama.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it wasn't just Montgomery. Like, everybody
Yeah.
all in. You feel me? That was one of the one.
No one
Yeah,
on one.
we touched
For sure.
all over Alabama, though. Every
Yeah,
city,
yeah.
Selma, like all the small cities and stuff. We Tuskegee. Like, everybody was showing our love.
Killed it.
Because it was new music.
Yeah.
It was like,
And y'all had an
was fun.
authentic sound, bro.
Yeah.
Like, y'all sound.
it was fun. Like, the
feel me?
music sound fun. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So anybody can dance to it. Like, we ain't saying rapping about killing and shooting and, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was fun music back then.
Time
Definitely
change,
was.
man.
So,
What's one? Oh,
You go ahead. You go
What's
ahead.
one of your biggest shows?
The biggest show, I think it was Huntsville. Huntsville was our biggest show because we opened up we performed with King South. And King South had women throwing their bras and everything on the stage. So we seen that like we like,
Yeah.
whoa, what
Hey,
what
King
going-
Salt, that nigga though,
You know, we
man.
teenagers, he making this grown this grown folk music. So we seen that, we was like, this some new shit. I ain't never seen that. like these women
Everything explicit.
But when I saw that, I was like, oh my God. South the one.
Yeah, you going crazy,
He
man.
had
Shout
women
out King Salt.
crying. He had women crying at his show. Like,
Shit
oh, South, I
real.
love you. Oh my God. Phew.
That shit blew your mind.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
like, Phil, boy, you seen that? We gotta get on here low.
I just want to
Yeah,
say that
yeah.
you. Like,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
inspired you.
Most
Like,
definitely. South really played a big part in our music. Like, he really played a big part. He was like one of our mentors too. He was older, like he's way older. He probably like 10 years older than us.
Right.
And he was already like a celebrity in the city too. We just like the teenage version. We the younger ones. So he was like the big brother of us.
Like, who was some of your influences
Back-
from local to major artists?
Oh, you talking about music wise?
Yeah, music wise.
Back then, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm being completely honest. Gucci was an influence back then because, you know, Gucci just was coming out with like the Trap House and all this
Yeah.
type stuff. He,
Oh,
had
yeah.
them,
Real Gucci.
he had them DVDs and stuff. So there was the first rapper we actually seen who was like a real rapper and then giving us his real self. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Wayne was one of my big influences too. I was a big
Wayne.
Lil Wayne fan too. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta think about it. Wayne ran the game for a while.
Oh
For a
yeah.
long
then.
time.
Yeah, so Wayne was one of the ones.
Wayne and Gucci.
Wayne and Gucci.
For sure. That's solid.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Those some one though.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They had a good run too though.
Yeah.
And them boys, they had it on fire.
Yeah.
Man, so like what you learned just going through that experience of like in the rap game, bro? Like,
It's a blessing.
you feel me?
It was a blessing.
Would you change anything? Like, you want to change that?
I want to change now.
So if you take like everything you know now like where you at right now, and the run that Two Line ENT had,
You know what? I'm lying.
what would you do different?
What I would have changed was I would have made all us like stick together because like when a lot of us went solo, you know, and kind of went our own paths and stuff, it kind of like divided us.
Yeah.
You know, certain groups of the neighborhood started just
Fucking
going
with us.
certain people's way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So kind of like when Two Line ENT kind of popped, they made it seem like we was acting funny with our other homeboys and shit. And it really wasn't about that.
Yeah.
It just was about, you know what I'm saying, we was just trying to get somewhere, trying to grind. And a lot of people, we on. So a lot of folks wasn't really seeing the vision back
Right.
then. So it kind of like fucked up a lot of relationships and shit like that.
Okay.
But it's still all love though, like with everybody though, you know. It's
It
still
was
love.
never no pick a side type thing. It just was always.
It kind of was because you gonna always have like a third party person in your ear, like, man, you go harder than such and such, when it ain't really about that. You know,
True.
it's about all us making it as one.
Right.
So it's kind of had like them fucked up people in your ear throwing bullshit, trying to separate everybody when in reality it's supposed to be a team thing. Like we bigger together.
For sure.
For sure. So that's one thing I would have changed.
Yeah.
Another thing I would have changed that I wish we would have never stopped working on the music. I wish we would have kind of had somebody behind us to kind of make us be focused. We didn't have that. Everybody around us really just wanted to party and benefit off the fame and hit the guns and all that type junk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, DC my cousin, 15 my brother, you know.
Yeah.
On Facebook, my friend, my family list, you know, and he's making your cousins. I had 100 cousins. 100 cousins.
Nigga only know about 20, goddamn.
You know what I'm saying? As soon as the career derailed and went down and somebody else got in the spot, shit, all them cousins and stuff gone.
They somebody else, cuz.
Yeah, man. So them the two things I wish I would have, you know what I mean, changed.
Okay.
So like when you just was Two Line DC, you feel me? You first did your solo project. Like, what was that? Describe that process.
All right, so I never, to be honest, I was kind of always insecure with the music. I kind of felt like 15 I always carried the weight with the music, you know what I'm saying? Because he was the hook man.
Yeah.
In reality, a lot of people ain't even know I was the one writing the hooks. He just had the sound and the style.
for real?
Yeah, I was actually writing, coming up with the hooks.
I ain't
Like
was
we
killing
were
them
doing it
bitches,
together,
though.
but you know what I'm saying? Most of the time it was me.
Yeah.
So what was going on was like a lot of people used to make me feel like my music wasn't hard until I started actually running to fans who was telling me I was going harder than 15. Like, well, you killed this, you know, you harder than such and such. And I was like, that kind of gave me some confidence because I was insecure about this shit. I was like, man, nobody ain't fucking with me. They only like 15. But even when I'm performing, like, you know, I'm thinking like I see the crowd get hyped.
Yeah.
During the hook,
part,
and then when the verse come on, you know what I'm saying, a lot of folks like die down, like they don't know what's going on. So it kind of made me insecure. So that kind of made me like want to work on my craft. So I ended up coming with this song called Lately, and Lately was like, it was a statement for sure. Like it was more so me speaking on what I had going on at the moment. I was in like some hood beef.
Yeah.
Two Line ENT had kind of like separated, and I'm back in the streets now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to provide for my child and stuff like that. So Lately was more so like me just going to the studio and venting, but you know what I'm saying, but giving them the real me on some hood stuff.
Yeah.
I actually shot a video, went to the hoods that was fucking with me at the time, and it wasn't my hood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I went to different hoods and shot the video. And then once the video dropped, I say like 2-3 weeks later, I'm seeing other people in the city playing my song, like my solo song. And people hollering at me like, hey, bro, why that Lately so hard? Like, woo-doo-woo-doo, you know what I'm saying? And they actually started playing that song in some of the parties and shit. So it kind of like made me want to rap more. Like, okay, shit, now I can gain a fan base on my own without feeling like somebody got to carry my weight.
That when you realize, like, I do got my own fan base.
Yeah,
man.
It made me feel like, okay, I got talent.
So, like, you know, by you being, like, insecure or just doing it solo, like, what just really boost that confidence? Like, even though, you know what I'm saying, you already knew the fans were fucking with you, but what just really put that monster in you, like, I really got this?
It was more so, like, my street credibility, like, my respect I had because I was always so real. So, like, you know what I'm saying, when the group separated and I was just Two Line DC, now you just by yourself. Now you got to be whatever you going to be by yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it came to a point that other artists in other neighborhoods and other rap groups wanted me to be featured on their songs and CDs and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when I'm pulling up to these sessions by myself, you know what I'm saying, and recording this music with these people and stuff, a lot of people looking at that and they're respecting that, you know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, this bro, he authentic.
Yeah.
be solid. So that's kind of like how I built my love for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I really got my name off of it, for real, for real.
True. So you think like by you doing that, you feel like that's something you should have been did, or it's like it was just perfect timing?
It was perfect timing because my neighborhood was gone then. Like, they knocked
Yeah.
Tulane Coat down. So, you know, a lot of folks was just living through Tulane Coat.
Yeah.
But when they knock that hood down and you got to move to somebody else's neighborhood and you got to be whatever you going to be in that other person's neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? You either going to fold, break, or you going to stand tall. And you know what I'm saying? When I started moving to the other people's neighborhood, I moved to Gill Village.
Oh, yeah.
And Gill Village, like, you know, that was the gutter back then. That was the
yeah.
trenches. So if they ain't like you in Gill Village and you went from Gill Village, they going to beat you up. They going to run your
Oh, yeah, that shit real.
They embraced me with open arms.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And then I had got some more respect in GV that a lot of my homeboys can start pulling up now out here in the hood. Just when they see me, they can pull over.
I remember the transition, you feel me?
For sure.
But and everything was coming together. That shit really was working because, like, you know, in the hood, like, you know, we always stuck to Gill Village. You feel what I'm saying? But, like, we actually embraced Tulane, though. You feel what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like, that shit was working. You know what I'm saying?
But when we was young, we used to go to Cracked Bowl and we used to get in fights with Gill Village. We used to get in fights with every neighborhood. It was Tulane Coat versus everybody.
Hey, that shit was crazy because that was all that little shit used to happen at, bro. Like, all the little teenage beasts and shit. Like, back then, we gonna see y'all tonight.
It was our fault, though.
You feel me?
It was our fault.
Y'all were deep, though. Y'all deep, though.
Bro, the stadium 2 blocks like from Tulane Coat, so we can walk up the 100 deep, beat you up and run back home. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all were deep as fuck.
It was fun, It was fun.
That shit was the day, though. But like, you know, goddamn, when you did became Tulane DC, right? And you dropped that first project, like, did you think it was gonna do what it did? Like the impact that it put on people?
Hell no.
You didn't think it was gonna do what it did?
I didn't.
That motherfucker did good though, bro.
I didn't. I was really like, I was still kind of like nervous, for real.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I kind of had a passion for music, but I felt like other people didn't really like my music. You know what I'm saying? So when I gained the ears and gained the attention of my own fan base, it kind of woke me up.
Yeah.
It woke me up.
So you feel like that little bit of like that, just that little 3% of self-doubt held you back longer than it would if you would have just came in with that confidence?
Still on me back now to this day.
For real?
Real talk.
But shit, bro,
I see people,
hard, though.
man, I see so many people at the store and shit, and they be like, man, what you doing? Why you ain't making music? Like, what's going on?
Because you got to think, bro, like you one of them, in our generation, you one of them faces, bro. Like, if you think of Montgomery rap scene 10 years ago, you'll be
you
one
gotta
of
go
them
back farther than that.
Yeah, for sure.
But like last 15.
Yeah, like 15. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's a good 13 to 15.
Yeah, it about 13, 15.
Yeah, but,
sure.
You know, like you one of them faces. So, like, a lot of times, you might, you know what I'm saying? People get insecure, people they sell back. Mm-hmm. So I think people be like, what you on, due to like, they're just the standard people held you at.
For real.
Like, how could you fall? You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad that you said that, like, the standards people held me at.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be 1,000 with you. Like, it was a situation where me and 15 had, like, caught a case. We went to jail.
Mm.
And, like, when we went to jail, people was really mad at us for being in jail.
Right.
Like, the older folks in the neighborhood was like, man, what y'all doing in here?
Yeah.
You supposed to be rapping. Y'all supposed to be doing this and doing that. What y'all doing in this cell with us? Like, they was mad at us, like, literally. We walking in that thing, we cool, like, yeah, well, we in jail, boy. We, you know what I'm saying? You know, going to jail was cool back then. You know man, them folks were mad at us. They were pissed off, like, man, what y'all doing in here?
For sure.
Get up out of here. Like, when y'all get out of here, don't come back here.
Right.
So that kind of woke us up, too, to see, like, oh, people really believe in us. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because y'all one of the ones, bro, that, like, the first, y'all one of them groups, bro, that people held y'all at a high standard, bro. Like,
appreciate that, bro.
Y'all supposed to be signed before a lot of people. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? When it didn't go as planned, you know what I'm saying? People from the city always gonna support y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all more definitely one of them ones.
We got
and supposed to be in there.
Yeah.
We got discouraged, though, for real.
Yeah. Because y'all really broke the way, like, You know what I'm saying? Like when Small Time had their time,
Yeah.
y'all was the one for the young
Yeah,
people.
they was
Facts.
You feel me?
Facts. Dirty boys,
Yeah.
small time. You know what I'm saying?
all in that loop,
Dudes
bro.
Conrad. Like,
Yeah, you feel me? But how y'all came in though,
it was different.
it was different. And like you said, it was fun, bro. Like, cause shit, everybody was young. You feel me? During that time, we had grown up out them nigga music. Now shit, when y'all came in, we got something to bang to. We got something for us.
For sure.
You feel me?
For sure.
And that shit had them little teen club rocking.
Rocking, bro.
I'm talking about for real. Like, they don't even do that shit no more. You don't even get teen party no more, bro. Like back then, when them niggas was
I
out.
mean, you can't. Shit, look at the teenagers. Look what they doing now.
That's another thing
They
too,
got
though.
switches and shit like that.
Right.
It's a little different now.
Yeah.
See, back then they went doing with popping, like
Yeah,
stands, and you trying to
yeah.
you trying to stand up on them.
Yeah, you trying to get
She
you
might
a
push you
dance.
down.
Your homeboy push
Look, she
you up.
danced so hard. She,
Yeah.
your homeboy got to stand behind you.
You
Hold
feel
you.
me?
So it was fun back then.
Hell yeah, man. On the good day, man. Just think about, just
They'll
thinking
never go
back. Yeah, never. You don't believe it?
I don't
Hell
think
no.
not.
Nah,
It's too far gone.
Nah.
They don't know about being outside, having fun, enjoying. They know about technology, shooting. Well, I say live GTA, but
Shit, they real life GTA.
that's what I'm saying.
They
Live.
think they is to them folk, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
They don't want to be there no more.
Hell no.
So have you ever?
Go ahead.
Have you ever had a favorite feature that you've done with somebody or somebody that done with you, like your favorite collaboration?
I think it was more so with the Rado and Doe B situation.
Yeah.
Because like Rado was one of the biggest faces in our city for real. So when I got that, it kind of like got heard by a lot of people, and it kind of made me feel good. Like it kind of, because it was a different era we was in. It was kind of like we was going out of the group situation, and I was kind of becoming solo. So that was like one of the biggest ones, is me being as a solo artist.
Yeah, cause shit, Rado was during that time. He was like,
He was the man.
yeah, that nigga was like, he was like what Doe was before Doe.
Yeah.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
The man brought, that was when Waka Flocka was hot.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
He
when he
brought
dropped
Waka
that.
Flocka and Elliot Boy to Ridge Chris.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
remember
saying?
that shit too.
Yeah, when they,
What was the one, like, you know, shout out to Rado, boy. Like,
yeah,
I'm gonna give everybody their flowers.
for sure.
Alabama power, man.
Alabama Power, man.
For real.
Sips of the loud.
For sure.
Hey, nah though, but transitioning, man, like, you know, going into fatherhood, man, like,
Changed my life.
you feel me, that growth right there.
I'm gonna be real with you, like, when I had a child, that kind of like stopped me from making the music because I was in a bad situation with finances.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really focused on music anymore. I was focused on trying to like get some money and stuff to be able to feed my child or be there to help my baby mom, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't had no money, and I come from like a bad generational, like family generation. Like money ain't really in our family for real like that. So I had to stop and go focus on getting the money first.
Yeah.
And then once I just started getting to the money, I stopped down there, just start fucking with the music for real.
For real. So like during that process, like what your mental was, yeah.
It was all over the place because like I'm gonna be real with you, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a product of my environment, and growing up in Tulane Coat, like all I seen was people like robbing, hustling, and taking, and you know what I mean? So it kind of created me. It kind of made me a monster. So that kind of like how I became the muscle for real, because it was more so like I already had a bad temper. So I was kind of like, I wasn't necessarily saying in bullying, but it was more so like I had to always do the most to kind of like to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
So
you know what I'm saying?
My mindset was negative.
Yeah.
I was negative. I was one of the friends you don't want to hang around. Like,
Yeah.
I'm the one who gonna influence you to do some fuck
We gonna
shit.
be in
Like,
some shit.
yeah, like, what you scary? Oh, house
Yeah,
that, and you don't
yeah.
want to house. Bro, when you got a gun, bro, you need to go
Yeah.
get your gun. Like, until I started going through situations. That what made me wiser. Because
Yeah.
I got out there so young. Like, when I'm 13, 14, 15, I was already in the neighborhood doing stuff and seeing stuff, and my friends was bad.
Yeah.
My grandma was always at work. Like, my mom and dad was never really there for me. You know, I stayed with my grandma. She raised me, and she was working. So we had a house ourselves, me and my big brother. Like, we already running the house when we young.
Yeah.
He ain't watching me. He's supposed to be babysitting. He out there
Yeah.
running with his homeboy. So we just was on some fuck shit.
So just kind of like take us through your childhood, just going through that, like way before the music.
It was bittersweet. When I say bittersweet, you know what I mean? You had some ups and downs. And by you standing in the projects, you know what I'm saying? Everybody kind of look at the project like the project is bad, for real, for real. But the projects really ain't all that bad.
Hell nah.
Excuse me. It's like, it's just what you make of, you know what I'm saying? And then in the projects, like, my grandma used to go hard for us. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, me and my brother, we was like the first ones in the neighborhood that really had all the joints that come out. Like, that's why I don't really like joints now, because we had the joint runs when we was young. And we stand in the projects. And we really struggling for real. Yeah. But it's just my grandma going so hard to make sure we straight, that every Christmas we gonna have whatever PlayStation came out, we gonna have the new bike, the mongoose, all that. Yeah. She made sure she go hard. Her and both of my grandma, my mama, my mama and my daddy mama, they spoiled the shit out of me, like, you know what I'm saying? But it was still kind of bad too, because, you know, when you go outside, you still got people in the neighborhood who selling drugs, and you know what I'm saying? You got so much, like, people raping people.
Bullshit still in front of you.
Getting shot, getting killed every day. We were scared to walk to school, so now they're teaching us how to stick together, because our junior high school was right up the street. Elementary was up the street. Yeah. We had to walk as a group to go to school. So we walking to school 30, 40 deep. You know what I'm saying? We walking by everybody, oh, hey, man, you up yet? All right, let's go sit out. Come on, man, come on outside. Like, and I was walking to school together.
Getting the gang together.
Yeah, so that kind of brought the brotherhood for the two-lane ENT thing that kind of transpired later on in life. You know what I'm saying?
So everybody in two-lane ENT grew up together, like, in that neighborhood.
Basically, see, 15 ain't from Tulane Coat. He from Tulane Coat, but his father is my uncle. You know what I'm saying? So, and by me, you know, by my grandma always being, like, at work and shit, like, him, JJ Red, OG, all of them used to come spend out at my grandma's house, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and on the weekend, like, all of them at my house, you know what I'm saying? I introduced them, like, the Tulane Coat for real, for real.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but all of them was still kind of like family. Like, we still kind of akin through each other, like, through cousins and aunties and shit. So we still like family, you know what I'm saying? True. So all them came out. Like, my house was the spend night house on the weekend. Like, it's 8 of us in that motherfucker.
In the spot, like,
we in the spot. We you know what I'm saying? We one lay that way, the other one lay the other way. We got our feet in each other face. You know what I'm saying? Man, your feet stink, bro. Bro.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go to the can later.
But it was all love, though.
It was all love. It was all love.
On a good day right now.
It's still love. It's still love to this day.
I was gonna say, like, what's your relationship like with all the members, like the
original Tulane ENT?
Yeah, the original.
Yeah, like Road Band OG, and you know what I'm saying.
Well, you know what? First of all, Free Kane, man, Ronnie Kane, he doing a prison bid right now. You know what I'm saying. He'll be home soon. So Free Kane, we talk to each other all the time. You know what I'm saying. OG, we still talk to each other all the time too. You know what I'm saying. But everybody just kind of like, we grown now, you feel me? So everybody like on their own path, you feel me? So everybody just kind of like working on their own for real. But whenever we do touch bases or see each other and all that, it's still love. I'm still joking on them, man. You know what I'm saying? Little head ass nigga, get your ass on. Like, it's still all love. Don't nothing change. Yeah. So it's just, you know, you kind of just get older. And you kind of outgrow people. Then, you know, everybody ain't going to look eye to eye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that good, though, man, that everybody still, like,
together.
Yeah, you feel me? Because, you know, as you get older, you know, some people naturally just grow apart. You feel me? When that maturity kick in, you know, people become different, like, individuals. You know what I'm saying?
Don't get me wrong. We grew apart, but we still, like, together. You know what I'm saying?
It's still love, though. Even though, like, you know, we ain't got to talk every day, but you still my brother. You still, you know what I'm saying? It's still there.
Sometimes I just call them out the blue and be like, man, what you doing, man? Yeah. I just calling the chick on you, bro. I don't want now. I just want to let you hear your voice one time. You know, I still think about the old days. And, you know, when we pray for 15, because, you know, 15 going through a situation right now. So I'm praying that, you know, he kind of shake back. He kind of took, like, fall off kind of hard because, you know, he was kind of real cocky back then. So in his mind, he felt like a superstar. And then when they took that stardom or that fame from him, it took him hard.
He lost himself.
Yeah, he kind of lost himself. So he trying to get back to that space, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, luckily, I was the ones who already struggled all my life. So I'm used to being broke. I'm used to not having shit. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you take from me, I'm going to just try my best to try to get it back again.
Yeah, it's just another phase.
It's just another phase.
For sure.
Fight your way through anything.
Like, just having that strong mind and being able to to overcome that shit, bro. Like, I know that shit ain't easy because, you know, we all go through our trials and tribulations.
Sure.
But just overcoming that and developing into the man you is today, like, it's a lot to look back on. But what would you change during that whole process of y'all dividing when it came to, like, Two-Lane ENT?
I kind of, you know what I'm saying? I think more so us just still being around each other. You know what I'm saying? Us still going around kicking it and making the music, even though you still making your music, he make his music. All of us still being in the same room, like, you know what I'm saying, doing what we doing to motivate each other.
For sure.
I wish I could have changed that. I wish we could have just stuck together, you know what I'm saying?
Just continue to make music.
For sure.
So, something I want to piggyback off of that he said, and then also I do have a question. But I do feel like a lot of people overlook the whole project situation. That is a benefit for the projects because the projects is the only place where kids still go outside, play, and interact with each other.
Right.
Any other neighborhood, kids don't know each other, and I think that's where the beef and the animosity and stuff come from because the only time they get to know each other is at school. Other than that, you don't know about it. So that is a benefit of the projects.
Sure.
But I also wanted to know, when you went through your phase and you took your break from music, with music being therapeutic for you, how mentally was that a setback for you, being separated from the music, not being able to do it?
I like that question. Because, to be honest with you, like, some of the music, I took a break from music, but I was still making music. I just wasn't putting no music out. Gotcha. But see, my music became too personal then. It wasn't like really for the fans. It started becoming more for me. So I started being selfish. Because I'm only making music just to ride around, listen to the car, and I'm having this certain feeling and stuff like that. But then I fucked around and started like letting some of my friends hear it, and they was actually liking it. They was like, oh man, there's other people who go through the same stuff that you're going through, so you need to put that out. So that's when I started making more like passionate music and started expressing like how I feel and start just giving them the truth. And, you know, that's kind of like where I'm at now because they kind of changed the way I did music. At first, I used to just make music like to just, the hook catchy, and then just rap all whatever the hook is. Now I actually go in there and I make music off how I feel.
Relatable.
Yeah, like if I feel good or if I'm happy, I'm gonna make happy music. If I'm sad, I might make something sad. If I got my heart broke, I'm gonna go in there and rap about my heart got broke.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's kind of like, it kind of helped my music for real.
Okay.
That what's up, though.
Everything happened for a reason.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. So, like, when you first had your firstborn, like, and, you know, you really a man now. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did that hit? Just, like, how you grew up, like, how your childhood was, and you having your first child, like, describe that mentality. Are you coming into that as a father, like, damn, I'm a daddy now?
That changed my life.
Yeah.
It changed my life because in my head I used to always think about my mother and father not really being there for me. And I always tell myself, like, I'm gonna be there for my kids. Like, so that what kind of made me really get off the music and just become a father. And I wanted to better myself because I had my child young. I had my first child when I was 18. So it was like, I was still a child for real. I'm not a child, but I'm still kind of really got childish ways, you know. You know, women grow up, they get more mature faster than men.
Absolutely.
I'm still in the neighborhood hanging on the block, toting 30 rounds and worrying about beef and all this. But, you know, my baby mama calling me, telling me, hey, man, you need to be out with your daughter. You need to talk to your daughter, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, man, I done forgot I got a daughter. Yeah, I'm out here on the block worrying about such trying to kill me, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that kind of really changed my ways and it made me go through like a personal growth level, like, because now I'm growing up 19, 20, 21. Now my child 4 or 5 years old and she learning how to talk and she's saying little stuff and it's kind of like, it's making my heart warm, you know what I mean? And then I'm still looking at the fact that my mother and father really not really there. So now I'm like, okay, I got to change something. I got to change this generational curse, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And I'm actually glad that I had my kids because to this day, those was my motivation for me to be the person who I am to this day. I can't give up. I can't stop. Like, that made me grind harder. That made me, because for them babies, and guess what? I'm so happy and blessed now. I already changed
Facts.
That curse that I went through when I was a kid, I already changed that. My children spoiled.
Yeah.
Spoiled brats. They spoiled brats.
Yeah.
No cap.
So like, it crazy because none of us got kids. You know what I'm saying? None of us got kids. So like, hearing you say that shit, it just make me think. You feel me?
It makes you go harder, bro.
It's a great feeling.
Motivation.
We know, auntie.
Just chill. Not too much. Not too much.
Hey, it's a great feeling though. You know what I'm saying?
Would you let your kids get into music?
My son actually already like kind of inspired by music for real, and my daughter too. She like they my number one fans for real. Really? Every time my son get in the car, he like, "Hey, Daddy, can you play this such and such song?
Yeah.
Or play that other song. They got the guitar and stuff in the background." Then he be rapping it. I be like, "Oh, you like that?"
Yeah.
He like, "Yeah, this song. When you gonna put it out?" And I be like, "Oh, okay." Then I actually caught him like, I got like a little studio set up in my house. I ain't started recording music, but like some days when I first got it, he used to be sitting in front of the mic like trying to rap. Like, and I was like, oh, okay, this might, and he loved music, and he loved music. Like, we can't ride in the car to silence. He be like, Dad, put on some music. Like, he loved music. But what's so crazy with my son, I'm gonna be honest with you, when my baby mama was pregnant with my son, bro, I used to literally like rap to him in her stomach, like put the headphones on her stomach and stuff like that. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah,
true story. True story.
So he automatically was like, shit, I'm in here.
It's in him. It's in him. I wouldn't even be surprised he walking my footsteps like and do music when he get older.
So like just besides music, like what's some of the other things that you into or that you working on?
Now I'm really going through like a spiritual like battle, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to get closer to God and really walk in my spirituality because more so like I'm not really in religion, but it's something that's inside of me. Like when I have like certain dreams and stuff where I keep seeing like angel numbers and stuff like that. And I done been through so many situations. It was a situation that I went through last year when I broke my right hand, bro. My hand was broke. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't work, I couldn't do nothing. I sat at home. My car had my motor blew on my car. I ain't had no car. I'm staying in an apartment. I couldn't even pay my rent. You know what I'm saying? And all I had was God. I used to sit there and pray, bro. Like, no, literally. Sitting in my living room praying, like, man, God, please, like, what I'm going to do? Like, what going to happen? Like, you know what's so crazy? Like, weeks later, some kind of way my bills were still getting paid. I ended up getting some money deposited in my account, bro, that helped me when I bought another car. Bought it. Like, my last car was a car note. Yeah. I bought this cash in my name, title, you know what I'm saying? Then, like, I was down, like, 2-3 months. God put me in a situation that, like, I didn't get put out. He gave me a vehicle to get back to getting that money, like, to get back to my job and stuff like that. He put food on the table, put food in my mouth, bro. Blessings started coming out of nowhere. And, you know, I'm going to say one of my main prayers was, like, when I got my hand broken, I couldn't do nothing, and I ain't had nobody, like, to talk to or call on, and I called on him. Yeah. It kind of actually made me see, like, God real, like, stuff. Prayers work, bro. You can really manifest. And I used to talk to him and be like, God, what's going on? Like, what is going on for? What happening? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why I'm going through this? But then instead of me questioning him, I started telling him, God, I know you doing this for a reason. Yeah. I know you took my car for a reason. You ain't want me to be out there running around. Yeah. You ain't want me to, you know what I'm saying, be here, be there. You want me in this position right here. You want me to think.
You let them know, like, I understand what I got to do now.
For sure.
You feel what I'm saying?
And that was an eye-opener for me because I started just sitting on YouTube and I'm searching God stuff. Like, I'm searching, like, number positive thoughts and positive energy. And I started, like, and that kind of manifested in my household. Like, now I'm getting up, I'm making teas, I'm fasting, and people looking at me like I'm weird, bro. I'm getting on TikTok talking about eating fruits and vegetables. And I'm in the gym working out, you know what I'm saying? People start looking at me like I'm weird because all they knew was the old DC. All they knew was the shooter, the muscle, you know what I'm saying? He gangster, he this, he that.
But when you connect on a whole nother path with God, it's like,
it changed me.
Damn, they ain't the same person. But it's not, though.
I'm not. Now you got to re-meet me.
Exactly.
I'm a whole new person, you know what I'm saying?
Because I ain't that same two-lane DC that you knew 10, 15 years ago. You feel me?
I was scared at first, too, though. Because, you know, when I used to get on my TikToks and Snapchats and stuff, like, you know, a lot of folk would judge me in person. But then the same folks who were judging me was coming back and wanted my help because they were like, man, how you did that, bro? How you transition?
It be like that.
I'm insecure about going to the gym. I'm insecure about people judging me and stuff like that. So I kind of was the sacrifice for that from my neighborhood because I was like one of the first hood niggas from my neighborhood to be like, fuck it, I'm just going to switch it up and just focus on my kids. And you know what I'm saying? I stopped going to the hood. Yeah. Anything that was negative and didn't bring value to my life, I stopped doing it. So it kind of like, I lost a lot of friends because of that. You know, a lot of people looked at me like I was crazy, but that was the best thing ever for me. Ever.
And by you just taking that leap to do that, you really inspired and helped a lot of other people see, like, bro, there's another way to do this shit, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, we ain't just gotta do this. But it take that one person to do it. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I was one of them one. You feel me? Even though, like, many people didn't take to that path because, you know, this is something you gotta do when you're ready. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? I brought some of my homeboy to church with me. You feel me? Like, bro, like, man, this shit getting old, bro. We getting older. You feel me? I was always young, but I was always wise because I knew, like, you know, certain things you go through in life, bro, man, you gotta understand God doing this. You feel me? Like, God doing this. And then just making that transition, bro, like, I know how it is, like, in the beginning stages. Because people are going to look at you different. People are going to like, man, bro, I don't like what's going on. You feel me? Like, you on that woke shit. But, man, that woke shit to move right now.
Really?
I'm finna embrace this. You feel me? Like, this finna change my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So, I understand going through them transition, bro, and just being consistent.
But it's hard.
Yeah.
You know why?
People don't talk about that part.
It's hard because, you know, in my mind, you know, by you being alone, you know what I'm saying, your mind, it's like your number one enemy. So a lot of times, I wanted to go back to the old me. I wanted to be like, man, I was happier on the block. I was happier when I was in the club, chasing out the women, doing all this and doing that. But then I'm like, no, I got to stay on this path because it's gonna be hard.
That's that test.
Anything that ain't hard, you know what I'm saying, ain't good for you. It gotta be hard for you.
If it ain't challenging enough to make you, like, think.
Yeah, so people don't understand prayer either, though.
That too.
Like, if you pray for something, people be looking for God to get them something. But God put you in situations to get what you prayed for.
For sure. Mm-hmm.
And he's just testing and see if you really ready.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Instead of just getting it to you, he got to test you. You know what I'm saying?
Like
and the
that,
nigga be want to go back to their old self.
Yeah, because it's so easy.
It felt comfortable. Like, this is me. I can do this. It's easy.
Yeah.
That's the devil, though. Because he know God got his hands on you. And
temptation.
Yeah, and the height you can reach through the Lord.
He'll even bring them niggas back around you and see.
You irritate their spirit, bro.
They can real. Felt the same. Once I got over to the other side and I started doing like more positive stuff and stuff, and I try to go back to the hood and do like, I ain't gonna necessarily say negative, but like, you know, trying to talk down on people. Like I started seeing like the evilness and where I came from. You know, niggas would come around me with messed up praying. I mean, like begging, like, hey, bro, man, help me with a way out. But I'm like, hear my homeboy saying, boy, you broke your head, get your ass on. Now I'm looking at him like, damn, that's what I used to be around. Like, dang, that used to be me. I used to be that. Now I'm looking at him like, nah, bro, that ain't right. Why y'all talking about each other? Why y'all doing this and that? You know what I mean? So it kind of rubbed a lot of people the wrong way.
Yeah. But it was clear. You could see it now. Like, it clear.
Man, you get to saying them prayers and God get to showing you stuff.
Why?
You be wishing you never prayed for it.
Real talk.
For real.
You be like, dang.
It hit hard.
Man, for real.
That's why you gotta be ready, man. When you take that leap, man, you gotta be ready.
Yeah.
Cause when you ask him for it, he gonna do it. But it's on you. Like, is you really ready for this?
If you ain't ready, you gonna find out.
Yeah.
I noticed, like, I used to pay for patience and pay for money. Like, God ain't gonna give you the money, but he'll give you an opportunity to go chase the money. You know what I'm saying? He'll put you in that position now, but it's still up to you to go chase it or not.
Exactly.
Man, I always pray for patience too, bro. And I think that's one of the hardest prayers.
Patience.
For patience, bro.
Yeah.
Because he put you in, like, situation to really try your patience, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Sure.
But it's going to show how bad you want it, because the temptation going to be there. Things going to happen, especially if the devil know that's something you praying for. He going to work against it.
Fact.
So mentally, you just got to, like, I don't know. Easier said than done.
Yeah, because you can't lead a devil out either. You feel me? Because he's still working.
He gonna work.
You know what I'm saying? He's still working.
Hey, look,
he's swift.
I'm so crazy with it though, man. Whenever it was something like that, they'll be bothered. Like my time might go flat. You know, some folks be man, I got a bad time. Like I jump out the car, man. Dale, you ain't gonna get to me today. Let me go on change this time.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
I know what to do.
I be like, I might be running late to get to the job or something. I'll be like, man, shit, I ain't even tripping, man. God got me.
He got
my
me.
day
Slow me down.
We good. You know what I'm saying?
But see, this the biggest thing that kind of mess with me, bro. Like, I get to thinking to myself and be like, dang, I supposed to be in a bigger and better position, and I feel like the reason why I'm not in a bigger, better position because I'm not putting the work in.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts. But see, the thing with that is, bro, is like we all at times in moments, bro, we feel like we ain't doing enough.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because we want more. You know what I'm saying?
Like
so
that.
when you want more and you striving for more, you're going to stay hungry. But really, you got to understand, okay, God got me where he need me at.
I like that.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got me where he need me at.
Yeah.
So let me embrace everything he providing for me now.
I like that.
And then later on, it going to grow.
Yeah.
See, I had to learn that came with patience too.
Powerful
You see what I'm saying?
Powerful word.
Because see, when you ask for things, sometimes you don't need it when you think you need it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's what I say.
Knowledge.
You feel me?
That's it.
God's timing is everything. Sometimes mentally we are ready or we think we're ready for certain things. But I like to say rejection is protection. So when it don't
Absolutely.
happen at the time that you wanted to happen, you don't know what God is protecting you from, keeping it from happening at that particular moment. Don't mean that it ain't gonna happen. It don't mean that it's not for you. You just have to be patient that you're praying for in reference to that it's gonna happen at that right moment. Of course, you want to be further, especially with the work that you put in. But like you say too, we can work harder towards certain things. But even when you start back working harder, don't feel like I'm putting in all this work and I'm still not seeing no progress. You have to have faith and believing that he's going to make it happen when it's supposed to happen. And I did have a question though. So with you being on your spiritual journey, all my good folks know I love me a good spiritual
Yeah, Pastor Johnson on top time.
But with you being on your spiritual journey, now being where you are currently, do you feel like he put you in the spotlight in a negative way first? So when you transition to your spiritual side, you already had a platform to show what God can do, show what God is doing, and get more people to know of the word of God. Are you a believer of that?
Oh yeah. Most definitely.
Because I feel like that was a good, like he showed you what your talent is and what you could do and the type of people that you can get to come together, change a whole city, change a whole community. But also those same people followed you on your journey, your spiritual journey. Right. So it's making more people spiritually aware of God and what's going on. So I feel like he did that for a reason. And both of them are playing a part in your life right now. The original side in the hood you came from and your spiritual side. But I feel like, too, that it makes you more relatable, knowing where young boys these days are coming from, how to help them, and also show them, like, you could be on both sides. Like, you can have that personality. You could protect yourself. It's still ways to be a man. But also you have to follow God at the same time. So to see somebody come from the hood, then transition into spirituality, I think that's amazing.
Hey, most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
For sure.
I'm glad you actually said that because it's like, it's a lot of people, like you said, who saw me go through that and they kind of congratulate me on it. And it kind of motivate them to want to do the same thing. They're going to switch over to the other side and stay away from the hood. So I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I went through what I went through.
I like that. I like that.
I like that too. I'm glad you like that.
Yeah. She said something.
Yeah. You know, she can shake the room when she wants to now.
When she's saying it playing back to so many people who came to me and be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, like what I need to do, what I need to get on your level.
Real. Cause people actually be seeking help when they do that.
Yeah.
You feel me? But like you said, you got like your homeboy there and like other nigga there. Talk about him, you feel me? But bro, really seeking help. He asking for help. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you know what I see now? When I look at young niggas or I look at dudes who doing certain stuff, I look at like, man, that used to be me, and I be knowing what they be going through. So a lot of time it don't intimidate me when I see all the tough, super tough people and all that.
Yeah.
they really be hurt in the inside.
Yeah.
Because I used to be that super tough person. But the whole time I was missing my mom and my dad. I was, you know what I'm saying?
Broken.
I was broken. And all that ain't nothing but trauma. You know what I'm saying?
Man, for real. And that's what people don't realize, bro. Like, you know, when I see people, individual that just glorify the hood, the street shit. Bro, we actually grew up in this. It's a lot of trauma come behind that.
Man.
That shit is not cool, my nigga.
Man.
You feel me? Like, we real, man, I'm hurt to this day because of past experiences. You feel what I'm saying?
Me too, bro.
Past relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Still
to the
fighting
point
through
where I don't even have the emotions, bro. I'm trying to learn how to deal with that. I'm trying to learn how to be emotional, empathize.
You got to.
You feel me?
Because you felt that way. That's inside of your heart. So you actually got to go through that feeling.
Yeah.
Because it's certain shit that you going to feel that you don't want to feel no more. So you ain't going to never want to put yourself in that situation to feel like that again.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And when you do go through those emotions and the people or whatever you go through put you in that, you make sure you express it and let them know that, hey, you made me feel this type of way so they won't. Now, if they keep doing it and making you feel that way, that's when you just get out the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for
But
sure.
suppressing it makes it worse. So like he said, you have to address it. I learned that too, even with my childhood trauma. I wrote a whole letter, about 3-4 pages, to my mom, as far as back as I can remember, up until that day, on anything that I ever experienced as a child that made me feel some type of way. I felt as though that was the only way I was going to overcome it. I was going to keep living and reliving it and having resentment because she didn't know how I felt.
Yeah.
But once you let a person know, it's like a weight off your shoulder. You feel more relieved. Like,
For sure.
I can move on now because now they know.
And I had a friend, man, I talked to her like 2 nights ago, and she told me, like, try journaling. Try writing it down. You feel
That's
me?
number one. That's number one.
For some reason, I don't know why
God,
I run
but-
from that, bro.
Yeah.
I run from that.
It's the way you getting it out.
You feel me? Like, I feel like this is therapy for me. You feel me?
Still
Like,
Got that way.
you feel me? Like, it be on my mind, but it's like, man, nah, I'll do it later, but I'll never do it. You know what I'm saying?
Because
do
you
it.
still ain't expressing
Yep.
it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When you feeling that type of way, you gotta have somebody you can at least talk to and be like, man, bro, you know what I'm saying? Man, I'm going through this or whatever. Like, so
sure.
you kind of get it off your heart. You vent. You know what I mean? As long as you got a good listener, he'll sit there and just listen on the
Oh,
phone.
yeah.
Like, yeah,
I
man.
can talk to these two motherfuckers.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For
They
sure.
gonna listen.
You got to get it out.
You feel me?
I'ma talk
but
back.
but she gonna talk back. You know, she auntie.
I'ma talk
goddamn.
back.
She gonna give me a lecture and everything. See, that's why God ain't did that for you. So I start learning in that way. You feel me? But at the same time, man, it be all love though, man, for real, because like, you know, we all growing in different areas. You feel me?
Definitely.
And not to get out subject, cause we went to church for a little minute, but we had to go ahead and just put it out there.
For sure.
But on your spiritual journey, where you at now, did that affect your music? Like, cause you know you have revamped.
To be real, the spiritual journey kind of pushed me back towards music because, you know, I started hearing this thing that was saying, if you don't use your talent, you're going to lose it. And
sure.
so many people be telling me, like, bro, you talented with this music. Like, even people like the people in my circle who I just let hear my music, they be like, man, what you waiting on, bro? Like, you the one, you this, you that. Like, but it's like, I'm not seeing this thing in myself. You know what I'm saying? Because of all the trauma, all the hurt and everything else that's inside of me, I'm more so not seeing me going to that other level to transition to be that better person or to be that person who can be somebody to influence other people. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared of being an influencer, but it's like, it's some. But when I go to sleep and I'm having these dreams, it's like my dreams be so deep that it's something calling me. It's something speaking to me. I can't stop seeing angel numbers, bro.
Yeah.
I can't stop being in positions that I had to help people. Like,
It destined.
my son and my old lady was downtown, bro, and we was getting some food from some art sale downtown, and the lady walked up to me and she was like, baby, can I please? You know, and the first thing in my head, you know, sound like I ain't gonna get him over no change. She go get high with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just looked in her face and something like, just saying, you know what? Here you go, man. And I still gave her something. And my son told me, he said, Daddy, I want to do that one day. I said, what you want to do? He said, I want to help people.
That deep.
He said, I want to help people. And I was like, wow, like, it's only inspiring him. Just imagine how many other people I can inspire
Yeah.
in this world to want to help people and do right by people.
Facts.
Cause God will work through you to touch others, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
He worked through the heart. So whatever he put on your heart, sometimes
Do it.
unless it's not for you specifically, but it might be somebody around you
That's
that
gonna
need that
impact,
lesson.
yeah.
You feel
Yeah.
me? So I always follow your heart. You know what
For
I'm saying?
sure. And you chosen, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you
people
I
chosen,
got it,
bro.
people.
Yeah.
You know?
I most definitely feel like I'm the black sheep. I most definitely feel like God put me through a lot, bro, just for me to kind of overcome it. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, my life is boring when I don't have a challenge. You know what I'm saying? He always making me go through challenges.
But see, you can acknowledge that though.
Yeah,
You can
you
acknowledge
people.
that though.
I see it.
Bro, that's with everybody. But people don't receive that in that way.
But I feel like too, your challenges make you more relatable to people. You could guide more people if you could relate to them. So you're gonna have more challenges because the platform that you're gonna touch, the lives that you're gonna change, is a major platform.
For
But
sure.
that's also why the devil is trying to distract you. That's why being an influencer is uncomfortable because the devil wants you uncomfortable. But that's why God keep coming to you in your dreams. That's why you keep thinking about it. That's why no matter how much you try to push it out of your head, it keep coming back because that's what you are supposed to do. You like it's
Yeah.
It come with wheels.
Yeah, she shake the room.
I'm
man.
telling you,
She
bro.
shake the room.
She really be saying the stuff that I really be thinking
Yeah.
in my head because like I was doing a job the other day, bro, and I was talking to one of my dogs at the job, and he was like, bro, how you feeling? I was like, man, I'll be honest, bro, I feel down. He's like, why, bro? I was like, man, because I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something else right now, bro. This music, like, I'm supposed to be chasing my dream, my talent, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, it makes me uncomfortable for not doing it.
Yeah.
It kind of makes me, it hurts me
you stuck
for
in
not,
the middle.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Because now I'm like, damn, I'm really fucking up because it's times that I be want to do something and I don't do it. And when I don't do it, it makes me feel bad. It made me feel bad. No matter if it was just the studio or me just going out there and being in certain places around certain people that I know I need to be around.
For
So
sure.
it's like I'm holding myself back.
But, yep.
Yeah. And
That's your biggest enemy.
for sure. And then too, them challenges make you become more disciplined. You know what I'm saying? That's what I learned. Like it make you become more disciplined in situations.
I had to learn that.
You feel
Had
me?
to learn that, bro.
And that's a that's a challenge itself because man, all the time a nigga don't want to just be straight narrow. You know what I'm saying? But at the end, it just impacts so much on you. And then like you got a son, you got a son and a daughter, right?
Yeah.
So you got best of both worlds. You feel me? Well, your son gonna take on your mannerisms. Your daughter gonna look at you as a man. You feel what I'm saying?
As a king. As a
You
king.
feel me? As a
I like that you
king.
say that again, girl. As a king.
I
Look
like
at our
that you
dads
say
as
that.
kings.
Yeah, for real though.
You know what's
Real
so
shit.
crazy though? My son makes me want to be a better man. You know what I'm saying? Then again, both my kids make me want to be a better man because when I'm around my daughter, it's certain stuff I don't show her.
Yeah.
It's certain, I don't treat women messed up around my daughter, period. Because I'm trying to show her like, you know what I'm saying? I put game in her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I be telling the car we be riding, I be like, if you gonna have a boyfriend, make sure you gonna be hard working like your dad.
Yeah.
Make sure you
Yeah.
gonna grind. Make sure
Yeah.
you gonna be independent. You
Don't
ain't gonna
put
be
it
trying
in
to
them.
drive your car. You gonna be want to get your money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm putting it in her head. You know what I'm saying? So when she get older, she gonna think about that. Man, my dad was a grounder. My dad made sure I
And
was
get
straight.
what? She ain't gonna settle for no nigga that ain't like her
I
dad.
don't want her to settle.
You feel me?
I don't want her to settle, bro.
She ain't, bro. Cause you doing by you being an example, bro. You impacting so much in her, just as a young woman. Like you see her, like you gonna always see this baby girl. You feel me?
Yeah.
But when she grow up, you gonna see like, man,
You gave her that first man love.
Yeah.
exactly.
But it took me to go through my spiritual journey to actually do that.
That's
Because before I was messed up, I used to cuss her mom out and stuff, like disrespect her mom and stuff like that.
True.
And I ain't want that to be like it's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't like how she used to cry to me and stuff like that. And then she used to feel like I used to hate her mama, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had to kind of like learn how to co-parent through that situation to kind of be better for my child. You know what I mean? So she can still, because every child needs a mother and a father.
Oh,
you know,
for
she
sure.
need a man,
Real
and you
talk.
need a woman.
Real
For
talk.
sure, we can all agree on
Yeah,
that.
most
real talk.
definitely.
Because like, I mean, they they gonna impact something different in you from both sides.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Your mother gonna be the one more so show you that love, that embrace. You know what I'm saying?
Women are nurturing.
Go ahead, speak, baby, because you can say it better than I can. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And then, I mean, men are more protectors. They say providers too, but I feel like they drag the word provide.
Yeah.
When they say provide, women these days think that a man's supposed to do everything.
No.
Nowhere in the Bible did it say that. No.
Exactly.
So, provide to a certain extent. A woman can provide, but it's not the same as a man. A woman can protect. Naturally, as loving our kids, we're going to protect them, but it's not the same as a man's protection. So it is fundamental to have both.
That's it.
So like growing up, like what's your relationship like with your parents, like with your mom and your dad?
I love them. I kind of like coach them through life now because you know what I'm saying. Even though they older, I'm kind of like a little more wiser than
They
them.
learning from you now.
They learning from me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they kind of like, they respect me too because they be like, I remember when you used to be this person and now you's a great father. Like my dad would tell me all the time, you the dad that I never was.
For sure.
Like, man, the relationship I see you have with your kids and stuff,
Yeah.
that made me want to cry sometimes.
That deep, why? That deep for
for
real.
real, for
Because he see, like, even though I went there to show you how to be this man,
I still became a man.
still became that man.
And did it on my own, bro.
And see, and you can't help nothing but to be proud of yourself for that because,
Sure.
bro, I had to figure this out. You feel me?
See, your trials and tribulations really make you great.
Yes, sir.
See, a lot of
Out the
times,
gate.
man, you know what's so crazy? I'm gonna be real with your true story. Like, I had a friend of mine, I ain't gonna necessarily a friend, but a buddy I had met throughout
Yeah.
life. And his mom and dad, his parents took care of him his whole life. You know what I mean? So when he got older and had to get on his own, he couldn't even handle it.
It fucked him
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
He was so sorry he couldn't even handle it, bro. Like it broke him.
Because he ain't never experienced that
Yeah,
life
spoon
on
fed.
his own.
Yeah, he don't know how to be independent.
And that's why I'm grateful for that struggle, bro. I ain't lying to you, bro. You feel me? I'm grateful for that struggle.
But I do like saying that obstacles build character. I feel like, again, what you go through determines a lot who you are, how you react to things. Everybody take it differently, of course, but some of the greatest people went through some of the worst things. And again, like I said earlier, I feel like it's because it makes you more relatable to people. So you could touch a bigger base, a bigger crowd, more people. You have a bigger impact because you know what they feeling, you know what they thinking, you know, and it may not be down to the T, but still you could put yourself in their shoes.
Right.
If just like with a good pastor, normally a good pastor comes from a person that experienced something. If you ain't never experienced nothing, how can you guide me? How can you coach me? How can you inspire me when you, so.
Yeah, life is empty without no experience.
You gotta go through
Facts.
something to know something.
Facts.
The things you go through make you who you are.
Exactly. And shit, what they saying there? Adversity be a character.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's real.
Very real.
Say Project Pack on the jail tour.
Oh man, what the hell? Hey, that shit real though.
Hey, that's real. That's real.
Hey,
I
you gotta
fuck
do
with
what you gotta do.
sure.
Alright.
I fuck with it.
I feel like as long as you're making a difference, honestly, I don't care what you're doing. As long as it ain't nothing negative and you're actually leaving an impact, you're actually changing somebody's life. I don't care if it's one person or a million people. The purpose, I feel like all our purpose here on earth is to change somebody else's life, have an impact
facts.
on somebody else.
Facts.
Doing that God work.
Most definitely.
Some people can't change though.
They can't.
No, they
don't
can't.
want
They
to
don't-
change.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You think
Thank
so?
you.
Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah.
think so?
I feel like every thing about it is people are born with flaws. And when I say flaws, I mean disabilities. But we're all born per. It's what you go through that like has an impact and it changes you and change your character.
So do you believe in God has his people and the devil has his
Most
people
definitely.
from birth?
Not from birth.
Nah.
Nope, not from birth.
You
Yeah.
don't
don't
think
think so?
that some people just were born evil?
Nope.
Because yeah.
And I'm not saying it's not possible, but my personal belief, no.
Nah.
Nope.
It's right and it's
No.
wrong.
Yep.
It's good and it's bad.
Right.
In your heart, you still know when you're doing something bad. You ever took something and then you felt bad about it?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
what
was-
about the ones without conscience? Like that's if you have a conscience. Like I
It's
just
some
stole
cold
something, I
hearted
feel bad.
motherfuckers.
But I feel like
It
after
makes you cold.
Thank you. I just about to say, when you experience certain things, it makes you.
It molds you to that person.
To that, but you're not naturally born that way. Whether it was and it typically starts at home.
For sure.
Especially with black people.
You're born innocent.
Love to say, you're born innocent. And what you experience at home, whether it's lack of love, lack of attention, lack of experience, lack of knowledge. Everything tends to have an impact on you and who you grow to be. It's just up to you. If once you get to a certain age, you realize like, okay, this not good for me. This is not healthy. And you create that change. That's why when you at a certain age and people be like, well, they been like that all their life. Okay, and that's because nobody told them. Nobody has guided them. Nobody has made them stand on that. If it's negative, it don't help them. It has a negative impact on their life. Tell them.
You ain't lying, though, because it's a lot of shit I'm trying to unlearn. Like, for real,
especially habits.
Like,
I hate it,
man. Because when you a child, like, in the shit that you learn that, you know what I'm saying, that they put in you, that they impute in you, you know it ain't right, but at the same time, you still a child, so it's like, okay, I'm just gonna go with the motion of it, right? But then when you realize I get older, this shit wrong, like, this shit really fucked up. Like, y'all teaching me this shit as a child. Like,
hey, look, when you young, you ever got like a whooping or a beating from your mama or grandma or something? And they say they look like it's out of love.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
When you get older, you don't want to like do that to your kids.
Hell
like,
nah.
You know what I'm saying? You might put that switch on, they get too bad, but you ain't finna sit here and just like put them through that trauma because you think about what you went through, like all the whoopings and shit you got,
that shit fucking nigga
all the emotional shit you went through, like when they call you, like, you ain't gonna never be, you know what I'm saying? You gonna be like your daddy, all that type junk.
Verbal abuse.
Like that's verbal abuse, you know what I'm saying? Emotional abuse, bro.
And that shit hurt worse than physical abuse.
For sure.
You don't forget that.
Never leave.
You feel me?
The whooping, it just hurt for the moment.
Sure.
Yeah,
right. Sure.
You know, as soon your ass cool off, but your mind and you remember them words. You know what I'm saying?
They said sticks and stones may break your bones.
They lied.
They lied.
Word hurt, bro.
They lied.
You gonna think about them words?
You gonna feel them?
Yeah,
they hurt. What? For real. Yeah, you hurt my feelings. I ain't gonna say nothing. Yeah. I feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Some of the words I heard made me become who I am. You know what I'm saying?
For real though.
But you ain't gonna never be nothing. You told me that. Gotta be something. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta be something. It's crazy how it motivates you mentally because you're gonna always want to prove them wrong when they tell you
after
that.
A certain age though. It break you and then it molds you.
Yeah, because when you hear it so long, you naturally believe like, well, fuck that. I can become better. You feel me? I can become. This motherfucker told me I wasn't gonna be shit for so long. So now
it depends on your mentality.
And I just gonna say honestly,
that shit makes some people kill themselves.
Yep.
True. You got a point.
And I ain't gonna lie. Honestly, just like Ted said, it took for somebody else to see it in me, and tell me for me to believe it versus me rebuilding it myself. Because when you hear negative stuff all the time, it's like you tend to believe it.
Yeah.
True.
But when somebody else see the light in you, they see the potential, they see the greatness, they see the positivity, and they start speaking it, it's like, okay, well, maybe I am who I thought I was versus who people are trying to
portray me as.
Right. Yep. So it definitely helps.
I always just got a thrill like proving motherfuckers wrong anyway.
I didn't. I ain't gonna lie.
Like,
you can't be that way.
Like I just want to prove you wrong.
You can't.
Like I don't give a fuck.
For you at that moment.
Yeah.
You doing it for them.
But see,
no, you ain't even doing it for them. You doing it out of your ego.
Yep.
That's your ego.
Ego and pride.
You know, and then as a man, anyway, I already naturally have an ego. So me just proving you wrong on some shit that you saying, I know like I'm better than this. So I'm finna go out my way to prove you wrong.
It's crazy that you say that, right? Because it was a situation that when I was fucked up, so many people used to talk down on me and be like happy that I was fucked up. So when God picked me back up, I was like, oh, I'm finna pop my shit on these niggas. Now I got the money. Now I got this, I got that. But some still inside me was saying, it ain't worth it.
Yep.
It ain't worth it, bro. Just take care of your family, your kids. Keep paying your bills. Keep taking care of your all that. Like, that was going to get you farther than anything of trying to stun on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Make them feel like how you felt. That used to be my whole life. Like, okay, you cheat on me, I'm gonna cheat on you. I'm gonna do it worse. You know what I'm saying? Or you talk bad about me, I'm gonna do it worse. Like now, I done got older and I done outgrow that mentality. Now it makes me, my peace is everything. Me being peaceful, me being happy is everything. You did what I'm saying?
Facts.
And if I know that me going over there and doing whatever to try to hurt you gonna disturb my peace, there's no reason for me to even do it.
Facts.
I might as well stay over here.
Yeah. And it take time to get to that point, bro. Like, cause you go through so much shit before you just develop into that. Like, because you always have that ego of like, man, you know what? I know I really could just flex on buddy. You feel me?
Yeah.
But then you just look, you just your maturity kick in on a whole nother type time where, you know what? I'm already killing them doing it. That's why they saying that.
Yeah, if you can beat that ego,
you feel me?
You can beat anything.
Oh, you won.
Yeah.
You won. You know what I'm saying?
Beat
Like,
that ego.
I done grow to the point where like now I'm so comfortable with being me, I don't care what nobody say about me. I'm content with just who I am.
For sure.
Because I'm still growing to become better. So you not liking me now, oh man, shit, see me 10 more years.
They gonna hate you.
You feel
They
me?
gonna kill you.
You ain't gonna want to hear my name. You know what I'm saying? Because I enjoy growing, bro, as a person. You feel me? I enjoy doing that because I learn more and more about myself, how to conduct myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How to move in light. Well, okay, this how generals move. Before I even understood the term of a general. You feel what I'm saying? And like, shit, okay, this the way. You feel me? Because this me. You know what I'm saying? All that shit that I thought I was, it was just the shit I was around. But when I separated myself from that, I seen
Now
me.
you found you.
You feel me? And I feel like every individual should take that time to learn themselves. Like, get away from everything.
That's why God isolate everybody at some point.
Being alone makes you strong.
For sure. That's real.
Being alone makes you strong, for
That
real.
boy dropping gems in him.
For real.
Real talk.
That's a big one, though.
It do.
Because, like, when you're alone, you sit with them thoughts.
You gotta face
With
your
God,
thoughts.
but you gotta. It brings you closer to God.
What
You
Michael
literally
Jackson
have
say?
nobody.
You gotta go deal with the man in the mirror.
Hey,
You feel
for
what I'm saying?
real.
And then when you look at the man in the mirror, is you happy at the man you looking at?
Nope.
Boy, you
At
gonna
that
be
time, nope.
Why?
You don't
Is
be.
you happy?
You don't.
Why,
You gonna
man?
think about that like, damn, I'm messed up. I'm talking to my old lady wrong. I'm talking to my family wrong. I'm talking crazy. Like, I'm hurting people. You know what I'm saying? And now me hurting people hurting me because hurt people hurt people.
Hurt people.
You
Hurt
feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
So that's when you want to go back and work on yourself.
And that ain't no good feeling.
It's
You know
not,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
It's not.
Because at the end of the day, you gonna think about that shit like, damn, I really let myself down. You feel me? I'm doing this shit out of emotion, trying to get back, but really, this shit backfiring on me because I really got a heart. I feel this shit. I can tell myself, man, fuck all that shit, man. I don't. But at the end of the day, when I sit with myself, all that shit coming down on me. And then I realize, like, damn, okay, I'm not that man. I'm a better man.
You're a better man.
You feel me? But we go through so many trials to understand that. And it get challenging and challenging.
See,
challenging
as a
and
man, though, you got to develop emotional intelligence. Even the
sure.
times you want to go off,
Facts.
For sure.
you can't go off.
For sure.
You got to be like, you got to you got to walk in humility. You feel what I'm saying? So the times that you feel like something even made you feel bad, you got to be like, well, nah, shit, I gotta feel that way. You know what I'm saying? To get to where I'm going. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You got to go through it.
I had to learn to deal with embarrassment.
For sure.
You feel me?
I'd have been laughed at.
Yeah.
I'd have been talked about.
You feel? I had to learn how to really grow into this, like, bro, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna always have good days. You ain't gonna always have the best moments.
Ups and downs. Life a roller
You
coaster.
feel me? But guess what? The sun don't shine without the rain.
You got to go through
So
the
it's
storm.
gonna be ugly days. It's gonna be good days. It's gonna be days where you just ain't gonna feel you. But guess what though? You keep going because every day God wake you up, you still got an opportunity to become better.
For sure.
It's on you what you choose in them 24 hours on what you do. You feel me? And sometimes you might not want to do the things you know you should do because it don't feel right. I feel more comfortable doing it. But you know what? I know if I do this, it'll have a better outcome than just the momentary feeling that I'm getting.
I just about to say whatever feels whatever feels more comfortable is probably less beneficial.
For sure.
That's why I
That
feel so
shit
comfortable.
is 100% true.
Yeah,
That shit 100%
I like being uncomfortable. To
You
be
feel
real
me?
with you.
Yeah.
I like being uncomfortable. When I'm comfortable, my life is not going right.
Yeah.
It's too slow.
Yeah.
You're not prospering. You're not growing.
Same old
Motivation ain't
song.
there.
Same routine.
Same.
Merry-go-round. When you uncomfortable, it forces you to put on your thinking cap. It forces you to step outside the box. And you start elevating without even noticing that you're elevating because it started happening so fast because you're so uncomfortable. So I feel like I'm like him. I like being uncomfortable. It keep me busy.
I feel like everybody should be uncomfortable. You
Faith.
feel me? Because that's one of my goals this year. I'm learning to be uncomfortable with myself.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I don't know now because
know
you're a
with
people
yourself.
pleaser. So
Man,
I don't know.
at the end of the day, we gotta
The day
finish
gotta
this.
end.
You gotta be comfortable in
You
your
feel
own
me?
skin, though. 'Cause
Yeah.
if you being uncomfortable with yourself, you gonna always try to keep up with everybody else. You feel what I'm saying?
For sure.
So you can be comfortable putting on whatever type of shoes you like. Everybody else got the Jordans on and shit. You might want to put on some New Balance.
Yeah.
You might want to put on some Reeboks or Vans.
Feel like, baby,
Alright,
And
so
then-
to be nice.
Still
and
drip
get what?
now.
Somebody might walk up to you and say, "Damn, you look good in them Vans, or you
Oh,
look
yeah.
good in New Balance," but you feel like you don't look good at all because you ain't got the Jordans on. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
Or you ain't got the forges on your car. You ain't
Yeah.
got the Corvette. You ain't got all those type things. Well, guess what? God gave me this, so I'm
Sure.
happy with what I got.
Exactly.
I'm making the best with what I got work. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Thank you. I'm glad he said that because I'm big on people wanting God to bless you with more, but you're not even happy with what you currently have. I don't care what it is, how much it is. You wake up every day, you eating. If you got a roof over your head, whether it's yours or somebody else's, you're protected. You have a roof. You going to sleep every night. You got clothes. Like you literally straight. You should.
Yeah.
I ain't saying be the happiest person in the world, but be happy. People complain about the craziest things and want God to give them more. How?
That was social media fucking up at.
Boy, killing the game.
Instant gratification. You know what I'm saying? See, people are looking at these people with these rented cars, with these Airbnb houses and stuff. They taking these pictures
Yep.
in. You know
Making
what I mean?
videos.
Might got their homeboy outfit on and anything.
Oh.
And they tricking everybody else, making it seem like this is their lifestyle or this is what they doing. But they ain't showing them the process they went through
Exactly.
to get these things. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times we looking at these people and looking up to them, but we don't even know what type of person they is. We
Right.
don't know if
Exactly.
they walking in the light of God or is they even, it might be evil.
You feel me?
And you know what's so crazy? I was in a situation that one of my people was getting money. Like this man had money. And one of his uncles asked this man for like probably $1 or something. He went off. Man, he got a. And I looked at him like, I don't want to be around him no more. Because the money gonna make, money don't do much.
All right.
It brings
Evil.
out that more evilness. Because now you got control over people. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? If you can still be a positive person and be a good person with money. Because money ain't nothing but an object.
Yep.
You feel me? Money can
They print
put
that
you,
shit.
Yeah, that's it. Look, all money can do is you can buy your way in. It'll put you in certain rooms or put you around certain people. But
Yeah.
money is not everything.
Yeah.
It's all about your character. It's all
Sure.
about who you are. And a lot of times people show who they really is, but some people still be in denial.
Yep.
They'll look at a person and be like, no, they ain't like that.
Yeah.
Then it shows you a million times they messed up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you keep giving them chance after chance after chances.
Right.
Because you in denial with yourself.
Yeah.
That's real though. Because a lot of people deal with that. You know what I'm saying? They choose to deal with that because they don't want to see what it really is. Like they know, man, these motherfuckers bad news, bro. But
I don't think it's nothing better out there for them.
you feel me? So they just really settle for that.
But it is though. That's the thing about it. That's the thing we
Crazy.
gotta shake out of. It's something better out there for you. It's better friends. It's better situations.
That is everything.
I feel like as long as you truly believe in God, you know that it's better out there for you. Like you're gonna have emotions, you're gonna have feelings. But when you really in tune with God and you have that understanding and that faith, you know anything that he take from you, he gonna double it times 10. So if you was happy in that relationship, but it didn't work out, you gotta know you're gonna be even happier in the next relationship.
Sure.
It's always gonna increase. It's not going to. It never has ever downgraded when it came to God. Never. It's always an increase.
You just gotta trust the process.
And you gotta put God first.
You got to.
You gotta put
Put
God
him
in
first
it.
In
and
that
keep
order.
him first.
Yeah.
Keep
in
him
that
first.
order.
Yeah.
We get in a relationship, we kind of lose sight of what's supposed to be going on in this
Man,
relationship. We think because we
for real.
doing what we doing together, you know what I'm saying? The fun parts.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. It ain't about that. It's about you having this person back when they going through stuff. You know what I'm saying? When they finances ain't right, is you gonna step up a little bit more to make sure that you got the household straight? Feel what I'm saying?
Is you gonna really be that one?
It's about backbones.
Heavy on the partnership.
Partnership. And this the thing. Anything with a ship is two people.
For
Relationship,
sure.
friendship, partnership, and if two people ain't doing that shit together, get what the
It's
ship gonna do.
Sink.
It's gonna
Every
sink.
time.
Titanic.
Boy, you just said a mouthful.
Every
It's gonna
time.
sink.
Man,
Like
listen.
Straight up. I'll tell you, man.
They gonna sink for sure.
Hey, we most definitely gonna have to do a part 2, man.
Man, for
Yeah,
sure,
yeah.
for sure.
I can
for
vibe
sure,
with
for sure,
it.
man.
I can
Hey,
vibe with it.
But look though, I got a personal question, bro.
What's up, bro?
Okay.
What you think was your hardest verse? Like, back to the music. Like, cause I got a personal hardest one.
Oh, you
That
got a
that
personal
did.
favorite?
Yeah, that he done did.
What it is?
But nah, like
Nah, he want to hear yours
what you
first.
think your hardest?
It depends on where it's coming from.
The subject of the song.
Yeah, because I got a song called Heart Cry, and it's like literally me just expressing how I really feel and me actually putting the truth out there. And I was just telling like how God changed my life and how I'm trying to do better for my kids and stuff. That's the best verse for me, you know what I'm saying? Because it's where I was at the point of my life, you know what I mean? But now it might be some drills or some stunning stuff that I might like, because that might be the time of life that I was in at that moment.
We gonna go street with it then.
All right.
Go street with it. Your hardest street verse.
My hardest
It could be a feature or whatever.
What's your favorite?
I'm gonna say a song I got with me and Rub Band OG for real.
Which one?
It's a lot, like, cause me and him.
Cause that one I'm going with it.
Hey, look, me and him, we make
That one I'm
some.
going with it.
That's why a lot of people be telling me like, man, why you and OG ain't got a tape? I'm like, man, I want to do one so bad because I know the chemistry that we got and I know what we can really do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He made me go hard on every track I got with him. Really,
Man,
just
on God, cause they love me.
Oh yeah. No disrespect,
Oh, yeah.
but
You killed them, bro.
hey,
That motherfucker hard.
Count, bro.
shout out to Rub Band. Doe
Shout out
B,
to Road
man.
Man.
Man, y'all got some new shit on the way?
There's some shit in talk. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
y'all got
We've
some
been
shit in
chopping it
motion.
up. We've been chopping it
Cause
up.
y'all sound good together.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
I want to do a whole project together. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He just, he be telling me like, what you waiting on? I be telling him like, man, I'm trying to get my finances straight. I'm trying to make
Facts.
sure everything and play how all my ducks in a row this time. Cause I
Yeah.
don't want to stop. Once I go, I gotta
Wanna
keep
keep
going.
going.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And see, that's why I always fuck myself up at because I go, stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As soon as I start building my fan base and people start my name ringing in the city again,
Disappear again.
I might go through a little hiccup and I don't want to do music no more.
Yeah. You gotta keep going though, man.
Because adversity builds character, like she said. Adversity builds character. And it's all about being persistent. You know what I'm saying? Persistent means you still chasing your dream or your
Persistent
goal
and
while
consistent.
going through it. Stop letting the obstacles stop me. And see, that's the thing with me. Like, every time I go through an obstacle or something, I want to stop chasing what I'm doing and get going. I'm beating myself up about it and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then I get to talking to myself crazy, man. You pussy, why you ain't doing that?
Yeah, you start
You
beating
did
yourself
wrong.
down.
You wrong, DC. Why you ain't in the studio? Why you ain't linking up with these people? Why you ain't at the show supporting? Why you ain't, you know what I mean? So then that when God started come talking to me, he started telling me like, cause you know what Mary says, the God in you.
Yeah.
You know what I
It's
mean?
the
So
God in
so now it's me versus me.
Facts.
Now I'm fighting myself in here like, but you know you wrong. You dead wrong. Why you ain't
Yeah.
out here doing this and doing this? You at home playing the game. You at home. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Doing this and doing that. So I'm like, oh man. Now I beat myself up. Like I know what I'm supposed to be doing and I'm still ain't doing it.
So I was gonna say you just gotta find balance in between it because life gonna still happen. You're gonna still run into obstacles. Stuff gonna still happen. You're gonna be up one day, down another day, but find a consistency within it. It's okay to take a small break. It's okay to step back sometimes and regroup, but just keep going. Just don't stop. When you start, just don't stop. It's okay to step back. Just don't stop.
You know why I'm stopping though? Because I'm doing it alone. But what I just told you earlier, being alone makes you strong.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So a
Facts.
lot of times I be feeling like I be needing somebody or needing something else there. In reality, God is on the person that I need.
Facts.
So
Facts.
that's the reason why I be stopping sometimes. So I'm really just doubting myself.
For
You're
sure.
holding yourself
I'm
back.
holding myself back.
Yeah, man. We gonna wrap this thing up, man. But man, before we go, man, just tell everybody, man, like what you got on the way, man. What you got cooking up, man. I know you about to pop out this summer, man. With some
Platforms
heat.
too.
First of all, I just want to appreciate y'all for inviting me to the show,
Oh,
man. You know what I mean? For me to be able to spit this knowledge and open up a little bit and get them the real situation of what's going on through my life.
Definitely.
But to go back to your question, you know what I'm saying? In a couple months, I got this members only CD. It's, slam.
Oh
Like,
boy, the song you let that heard the other night.
Hey,
Boy, that's some heat.
That's it.
to be real, like, you know what I'm saying? I just want to come out with this new persona to let them know, like, the 2-lane DC, I actually changed it from the 2-lane hood to, like, DC in 2 different lanes. I'm still a hood street nigga, but you know what I'm saying? But I got God in my life. I'm still positive, too, so I can be in 2 different lanes. You know what I mean?
I like
That
that.
And
dope.
then
I like it.
it goes back to the other part of the music, too, because I can rap and I can harmonize. So it's like I'm still in 2 different lanes because, like, if I can't make it in this lane, shit, I'm going to get over in this other lane. But one of these lanes going to have to, I'm going to have to get to my
One on the
destination.
traffic moving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So one of these lanes, I'm going to have to get to my destination. So I got members on the way. And then the second project is my harmonizing project. You know, more fun, more upbeat, go back to the old music, you know what I'm saying? But the new revamp, 2-lane DC, or the 2-lane ENT together, because you know what I mean? But that, I don't really got a name for it yet, because I don't know if I really want to actually put the project out or just shoot videos off of it and build up to the project, then let that just come with the name as it going on, you know what I mean?
For sure.
So I know for sure, though, I'm putting the members only out just because, you know what I mean? And I named it members only because, you know what I'm saying, it's like it's a VIP card. Everybody can't get it. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't going to understand it. You feel what I'm saying?
Only the members.
Right.
Only the members going to really understand it, bro. Like, for sure.
But tell everybody, man, where they can find you at.
2-lane DC, man. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everything the same. The number 2 LANE DC or at 2-lane DC. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get at me, holla at me. You know, if you fuck with me, you know I'm always driving wisdom. I'm always gonna be positive. I'm gonna give you me. I'm not gonna. You know, a lot of times the rappers got a character. This ain't a character. This just me. You know what I'm saying?
Authentic 2-lane DC.
I'm being authentic.
You took my little question.
It's okay, auntie. It's okay.
Leave auntie alone.
That's a tender, boy.
Okay, then.
Man, we gonna end it,
Thank
man.
you.
One time for the one time, man. One time for the one time. One try together we vibe.
Good energy
High vibration.
Great conversation.
is what we provide.
This your boy Bottom Boy Trey, man. The Good Folk Podcast, man. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. That's it.
Go.
Now I meant to tell you.